And the Japanese are so stupid, they still save money. How stupid is that?
世界の金持ちは常識が違った。全世界累計2800万部を売り上げた名著。金持ち父さん、貧乏父さん。著者として知られるロバート・キヨサキは、総資産額1億ドル、日本円で約160億円を持つと言われている。そんな彼はそもそもお金に関する常識が普通ではなかった。日本人は愚かだ。お金の知識が乏しすぎると彼は警告するとともに、日本では主流の働き方であるサラリーマンは奴隷であると彼は言う。私たちは何のために働くのか、そしてお金持ちになるにはどうしたらいいのか、これを見て考えていただきたい。
Most people are brainwashed when it comes to money. Go to school, get a job, work hard, pay your taxes, save money, get out of debt, buy a house, and invest in the stock market. Everybody who follows that program is been brainwashed. And what is lesson number 1 in Rich Dad, Poor Dad?
Rich people don't work for money.
And so when your school system says you get a job, what are you doing?
You become a slave.
You work for money.
Exactly.
They used to pay you 10% interest on your money. Now it's at best 1%. And they're still lending it out 10 times. So that's why you don't save money, is because your money is becoming worth less and less and less and less and less. The banks are getting richer and richer and richer. Then they tax you on that interest they pay you. That 1% interest, if they pay you that much. Japan is 0. And the Japanese are so stupid, they still save money. How stupid is that? So that's what I would question. So how come that happens? Now, if I borrow money, guess what? Do I pay taxes on debt? Question everything.
Okay.
So when they lend out money, that's how money is created. Money is debt. So when they lend out, why is debt tax-free?
I don't know.
Because that's how money is created. And so the banks love it. They love people borrow lots of money. So how do I get rich? I borrow money and I buy assets with it. The poor person borrows money and buys liabilities like purses, cars, houses, and they get poorer and poorer and poorer.
There's good debt and bad debt. Again, it goes back to the financial statement, income, expense, asset, liability. So debt falls in here. Everybody says, I'm going to buy a house. And everybody says, my house is an asset. That's not true. Your house is a liability. I don't care if you have no debt on it or not. A house is a liability. Same as if you have a car. A car is a liability. And the reason for that is, as we talked about earlier, the 6 words that are basics of financial education, financial intelligence: income, expense, asset, liability. And the 2 other words are cash flow. So when you look at the average person, they have a job, money comes in here, they pay for their house, and the money goes to a bank. So it's not an asset because the cash is flowing out, so it's a liability. So the definition of liability, does it take money from your pocket? And for an asset, does it put money in your pocket? So when I have a rental property here, it puts money in my pocket. So if I live in the house, it's a liability, because even if I have no debt on it, I still have taxes, depreciation, repairs, and upkeep, insurance, and all this. When I rent a property, I've done a good job buying it and structuring it. Every month it sends me money. So this is good debt. And what makes it good debt are the 2 most important words: cash flow. So what most people do is they have student loan debt, SL, and that debt is going out this way. You know, it doesn't put any money in your pocket. You can say, well, I have a job. Well, that's still you working for it. So I don't work for any of this money here. The problem is, if you're going to use debt, you've got to be much smarter than this person here. You've got to be very, very smart. That's why I took real estate classes when I was 25, and I've never stopped taking real estate classes. Because you buy a piece of real estate and you make a mistake, this turns into a liability. If the renter leaves the place, this goes here that fast. And the cash flows that way. It's going out of my pocket. So it has nothing to do with real estate. It has nothing to do with a car. Nothing to do with student loan. It has to do with these two words here. So good debt, again, is debt when I borrow for this and it puts money in my pocket. If I had a car and I borrowed money from it and somebody rented from me as an Uber driver or something and it put money in my pocket, it would be an asset. A big lesson for you is that it's nothing to do with the house, the car, the student loan. It has to do with where's the cash flowing. If the cash is flowing into your income statement, into your pocket, it's an asset. It's good debt. But if it's taking money from your pocket, it's bad debt. They get a job and the cash flows out here, it goes to the government, called taxes. Trump doesn't do this. I don't do this legally. The reason is because we're entrepreneurs, not employees. Employees have this, entrepreneurs don't.
いかがでしたでしょうか？働くとは何か？お金とは何か？資産と負債、良い借金と悪い借金は何が違うのか？これらのことについて自ら考え、行動に移すことが経済的自由への近道かもしれません。思考は行動を変え、行動は人生を変える。それでは。